everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday edition of Cooking with Aimee and Bristol, and or Broadbury right now. I know I said I wasn't going to be popping on. This is just going to be a quick, not even quite a summertime meal, but this is a hearty meal that and is a standby and a go-to. We've got a lot of things going on in our house this week, and Kiara's got a friend here. She's going back to, she's actually from the small town that I'm from. She's from Amherstburg, the Essex County area anyhow. And so I want her to have kind of a good lunch, kind of midday meal before she goes. So I'm actually making in my blender right now mac and cheese. And I actually wanted to talk today about how easy and quickly it is to make mac and cheese in your blender. It's set it and forget it. As most things are in the blender, I also am going to quickly chat about the air fryer and some corn. I've got my quick cooker here also with the corn, and I touched about it a little bit last week. And then I do have off into the camera here my deluxe blender, and I'm kind of going to be moving the camera around. And again, this is a really fast, easy recipe that can be done. So actually, while the blender is beeping, so what's happening is I added the milk, the garlic, there's some salt in it. Now this recipe can be used with any milk, so milk alternatives. So if you do have somebody in the house who is lactose intolerant, 100% you can use almond or coconut milk, any of the milk alternatives that you need to use. And you might even be able to do a cheese alternative, which again, lactose-free cheese. There's some beautiful lactose-free cheeses. And I will talk a little bit about the fact that I made today, and I will chat about it afterwards, is I made a vegan mac and cheese as well. So my oldest daughter is vegan, and again, I'm not going to be making 6 different meals in a house. Therefore, I do one kind of meal, something like a vegan alternative. I will double the recipe so that the next time we're doing something, I've got it. And again, because of my blender, it's making my life so much easier. And the reason I do want to touch on the appliances are that we're almost halfway through August already. These appliances are right now 25% off. Okay, so for the month of August, if you've been thinking a little bit about an air fryer or a blender, the quick cooker, the griddle, all of them, all 4 appliances are on sale right now at 25% off. Now, this past weekend, I sold 5 appliances because I did a shared rewards party. The shared rewards party got up to 25% off. So 4 people who bought an air fryer, and I sold 1 quick cooker, so the 5 people got 25% off the appliance plus an additional 25% off. I'm willing to do another shared rewards party if there's a bunch of people wanting air fryers. If you know anybody who's thinking about an air fryer or a blender, any one of these big appliances, the month of August is the time to get it. It is mind-blowing and amazing. So what we have going on right now in the blender is I've added the milk, garlic, some salt, and I'm just blending it. Now you put it on the sauce function. So on my blender, I have a smoothie, alternative milk, a grind, a heated wash, because yes, this sucker washes itself. It also has a soup, a heated puree, a jam, and the sauce. So we're doing the sauce function. Now, let me just put the roux in. So what I did is, because it's telling me to add, so all I did in my silicone bowls is I added the butter and the flour, put it into the microwave for 45 seconds, and I created the roux that is needed. So the milk and all the other ingredients are already in here, good to go. And now I'm simply just adding the roux to it. I will just hit add right now. Oh, sorry, put the lid on. And now that it's done, I'm just gonna continue and let it blend. So while that's blending, we can continue to chat. So with each each of our appliances comes its own manual, okay? So here is the heated cooking blender manual, the deluxe griddle manual, air fryer, quick cooker. Now they're not just manuals, guys, they're actual recipes as well. So let me show you right now the heated cooking blender recipe. And the recipe that I'm using right now, I am using the recipe for, I'm getting closer because the blender's getting a little loud. I am using it for, oh my gosh. It's got some amazing things like at the back. You can make nice cream. You can make pina coladas. You can make a dessert in your blender. But what I'm actually using for the mac and cheese is the nacho cheese sauce. Nacho cheese. So obviously this isn't nacho cheese. This is mac and cheese. So what I have done is I have omitted the taco seasoning from the recipe. And I'm not doing the jalapeno, okay? So if somebody does want to add some spice to it, you can add the jalapeno, obviously. But for us doing the mac and cheese, Bristol is, yes, you're right, Jill. He's actually trying to figure out if he's going to score some mac and cheese. So what I love about all of our appliances is they all come with their own manuals / cookbooks, and everything can be adjusted. So, I mean, in the blender, I know some of you have come to my parties and you've had the butternut squash soup and it's incredible. And I don't use my blender every day for sauces. We make protein shakes in them. We do soups in them. Again, the sauces. Do we use our appliances every day? I use an appliance every day. Okay, so while that's going on, I'm gonna finish that up. I've got the pasta already cooked up. I've got it in the large, what's left, it's my large stainless steel bowls. They have lids. What I love about them is they're non-slip. And guys, I do wanna say, because it's been pointed out by someone who's close to me and loves me, that she stopped watching my videos because she doesn't have all the Pampered Chef products. I want you to know that I show the Pampered Chef products because A, I love them, B, the ease and the cleaning of them, obviously, but it also shows that you might be starting or creating your own wish list, and there might be some products on there that you didn't think about. And if you don't have all the Pampered Chef products, that's okay too. It's not that big of a deal, but there are some great ones that I love, and because I sell it and I love it, I do talk about them. So no pressure, but like I said, the reason I'm talking about the big appliances today is that they are on right now at 25% off. And there's an opportunity to do a shared rewards and to get an additional 25% off. So if you've even been thinking about one of these big products, this is the time, and anyone who knows me knows I love to save money, and therefore I love to pass the savings on to everybody else. Okay, so while that's going and the roux's going into the blender, I do want to talk a little bit about corn. So I talked a little bit about corn last week because it is corn season. So for those of you in Essex County, you're eating the best corn ever because Essex County grows the best vegetables. And I know I might be a little bit partial because that's where I'm from, but I believe that. So for those of us that live in Scarborough and are in the Toronto area, you know, we've got some great farms that are in the outside area, so we too get some great corn. So what I do is I cook my corn in my quick cooker. I can get up to 9 pieces in my quick cooker. So I'm just going to show you quickly how I'm layering them. Okay, so I have, this is pre-cooked, I've already cooked it. But when it's raw, I lay 3 across the bottom of the pot, and then I will lay 3 more this way, almost like building a log cabin. And so I get up to 9 pieces on here. I cook it in the quick cooker for 2 minutes. So a cup of water, 2 minutes on full pressure. So again, if you don't have a quick cooker, you don't have our Pampered Chef quick cooker, that's okay. Instant Pots, amaze balls, we're all working together here. So in your Instant Pot, 2 minutes, life-changing, it's amazing. Your house doesn't get hot, especially on a a week like this where we're like, check out my hair, it's fuzzy and it's up because it's so stinking hot. Yeah, you don't want to get the house hot either. It's a great opportunity. So now you've got leftover corn, okay? Because I always cook extra. It's just who I am. So now I've got extra. So this has been sitting, in my fridge. A couple things I can do with my leftover corn. I can peel it with my corn peeler. I showed that last week. It's awesome. It takes the corn right off the cob. I can toss it in the freezer. Now I have delicious corn in the middle of the winter time that was great and fresh. Frozen corn is amazing for things that you can throw into your salads. It can throw into your, cornbread. I've talked about cornbread before. I've cooked cornbread on here before. It's great in your enchiladas. It's great for many, many things. But again, because it's in season and we do tend to like it, and maybe we have 3 pieces that are left over, I have put them onto my air fryer. Okay, so this is the air fryer tray that comes with your air fryer. So your air fryer comes with 2 trays, a basket, the little tool to take it out. It also comes with a rotisserie that can go right through your chicken. It's awesome. You get all of that in your air fryer. Air fryers are normally $300 on it, 25% off. And if we do a shared rewards, we get another 25% off. And all of that stuff comes with it. So now I can put the corn in my air fryer. Now I can put it on to reheat. Because again, many functions with our air fryer. So I can do it on rotisserie, reheat, dehydrate, obviously air fry, bake, and roast. Yeah, Annie, I'm with you. I'm with you. When my hair is hot and it's this thick, it's as big as my butt, it's going up. Absolutely, it is so hot. So, on the air fryer for something like corn that is pre-cooked, I suggest you just put it on the reheat section. 4 minutes is what I did the last time. I did up to 3 pieces. It was awesome. Because of the trays, I do suggest just using 1 tray on the bottom because I don't want to cook my corn again. I just want to warm it up, and it was delicious. So again, if you've thought about them, this is the greatest time because the suckers are on sale, okay? I'm not trying to be pushy. I hope, pray that you know that I'm not. It's just that right now, I want to make sure everyone does know the deals. And the fact that I can set it and forget it for something like the blender. Okay, so while the blender is going on, we've talked a little bit about the air fryer, we talked about the quick cooker, and come the fall, I'm going to be passing on some recipes. I got some great sheet pan recipes, and we've got some other great recipes for our quick cooker. In the fall, we like those hearty meals again, so we're going to talk more about those kinds of things come the fall. Okay, so I did touch upon, and I'm just going to move the camera quickly over here. So I touched upon the fact that I've got my noodles already pre-cooked. Any noodle will do. I tend to use an organic noodle. Anybody who is having a hard time with wheat, I was doing a gluten-free pasta. I've done gluten-free pastas for probably 5-6 years now. I'm finding if I find a good organic pasta, they have pasta at Costco. It comes in an 8-pack, I think, of pasta, all different shapes. It's awesome because it's organic. It's not hurting my stomach. There's something with the wheat that's a little bit better. So any of those who are not celiac, but find that gluten does hurt your stomach, try that, an organic pasta. It works beautifully. I always pre-cook my pasta. The sauce is hot. The pasta is al dente, so a little bit underdone. I like my noodles a little bit underdone because once the sauce comes out, that sauce is piping bloody hot. So once you put the sauce onto the pasta, it is going to continue to cook itself, and there is nothing worse to me than a mushy pasta, let alone a mushy mac and cheese. Cannot do it. So I've got that going on. The pasta's pre-cooked. The sauce should be done very, very quickly. What I've got going on here, so this is just the leftovers. So I made Lauren, my oldest daughter, is vegan. And again, like I said, I'm not doing 2 different meals, even though it sounds like it is, because I've got her, our regular cheese sauce and her cheese sauce, her vegan cheese sauce. Oh my, yes, nasty pasta, Karen, nasty, exactly, yuck. goes right up there with cilantro. Anyhow, what did I do to make this cheese sauce? So, cashews are our best friend when it comes to creating a cheese for vegans. So for those of you who do cook meatless, or you do a plant-based diet, or you try to do a plant-based diet 1 to 2 times a week, you do know that cashews are your best friend. The best place to find cashews, I buy the raw cashews at Costco. I find is the best and actually the best economical as well. So it started off with 3 cups of cashews that I soaked in water for about an hour. I drained them, then I added some salt. I added some nutritional yeast. I might have added some Epicure nutritional yeast for all you Epicure fans out there. What I love about Epicure's nutritional yeast is it's seasoned as well. So it's got some beautiful seasonings. It's got garlic and ginger, and everything is already into it. So it's already got that beautiful seasonings into it. I added a bit of salt, and then I did add some paprika, and I added some cayenne pepper. Now, all I then did, oh, and 3 cups of water with all of that. I too will pass that recipe on. All I did was set it into the blender, and again, the same thing, set it and forget it. So her sauce took about 15 minutes total. It needed to grind up the cashews. It needed to blend it all together. Again, it was very hot when it comes out. And because the pasta was pre-cooked, again, a little bit al dente, the warm sauce, bing, bang, boom, it's amazing. I always double the recipe when it comes to something like this, because now I can actually throw this in the freezer, and then when we're doing an alternative to having something else, Lauren as well has something. So it is a bit thick. I'm just going to quickly show you here. It's cool now. It's cool to touch. I did it about an hour ago. You can see there the coloring of it, and it is creamy. It is a creamy sauce. It was much more like a cheese sauce when it was warm. Again, it's room temperature now. So again, in my blender, I was able to set it and forget it, and that's what's awesome. So the cheese is been pre-shredded. Okay, so I've pre-shredded my cheese. You all know how much I don't like to buy the pre-packaged cheese because of all the junk that goes in it. I try to do as much natural as humanly possible. So I've pre-shredded my cheese. The recipe calls for 8 ounces, which is a cup of cheese. I always double that because we really like cheese. And all I'm gonna do is it's almost done. And then I'm just gonna add the cheese to it. So I'm just gonna let it finish for a couple minutes. And then I'm just gonna add the cheese. So I'm just gonna add it right now. And I guess I should move this over again so you guys can see me and rather than you see my kitchen. So all I did was take the lid off, okay? I took the lid off, and now I'm just adding the cheese right to the pan. And if you find you wanna add more cheese, listen, there is no judgment here. And can there be too much cheese? I don't think so. So I'm just gonna put the lid back on, and I'm gonna hit the start again. It's heating up, and now it's just blending. So you can see that beautiful cheese is blending. Now, for something like this, you don't even have to shred the cheese. If you wanted to, you could just cut cheese into it. I might just see if I think there's enough cheese. What's great about our blender as well is I can take the little lid off the top, and I can see if I want to add a little bit more cheese, which I think I may. And the reason you're hearing it so loud is that the little lid is off. So I'm just going to add a little bit more cheese. I've doubled this recipe. This is a really great reheated recipe and really simple to do, especially kids who are going away. I mean, my God, I can't believe it's, you know, we're already talking fall, we're already talking kids going back to school, but it's coming. And gonna give that a couple more minutes. I will admit to you that I normally keep my blender on my coffee bar. So I have an actual coffee station and my blender normally sits there. So all of it is done. My Keurig, tea, coffee, lattes, we have a milk frother, we have the blender, everything normally goes there. So when I started this about an hour and a half ago, I had the blender over there and I thought, oh, I'm gonna move it over here so that all the appliances are together so I can chat about them quickly. And once I unplugged it, of course, it resetted my blender. So I am kind of doing my things double. So I'm actually not gonna wait for it to be done because I know it is done. It's been done twice now. So I wanna show you. So I'm now just gonna hit cancel. Normally it would tell me it's done. It's got a little lip there that I just have to pull on. It is a glass. Our blender is glass. The difference between our blender and those other blenders like a Vitamix is ours actually has a heating function right in it versus the pressure of the blade itself to make the heat. Ours actually has a heated function in it, so it's one step. But again, you have the Vitamix. This is a great and easy recipe. The sauce is good to go. I'm just gonna pour it right onto the noodles. And again, you can see there how cheesy that is. The noodles are al dente. What I love to do with this is you can see there, it's a bit runny, okay? The cheese, it looks like there's a lot of cheese. It's a bit runny. What I like to do with when I make this mac and cheese is the reason I love the glass, or this is stainless steel, it's not glass. What I love to do with the stainless steel bowls now is the sauce is already on it. The pasta's cooked. We're not quite ready to eat yet anyhow. And I'm now just gonna stir it around, making sure that all the noodles are cheesed up. Again, you can see that it's a little bit runny. And in about 15 minutes with this lid on, this sauce, the cheese sauce, is giving those noodles the extra little boost it needed, because I'll tell you, this glass is super hot as it is. So I'm just going to put the lid on, and in about 20 minutes, this is good to go. Now, what you could do as well, and this is just me being me because I don't want to put my oven on, but you put this in a 9x13 glass container or one of our stones, and you throw it in the oven at 350 and you crumble some breadcrumbs on top. You've got a delicious, easy mac and cheese. You can throw bacon in this and make it a bacon mac and cheese, broccoli cheddar mac and cheese, shrimp. We actually put crab. I'll cook crab for Dave and have it on the side, and then the next day he'll mix it right into his mac and cheese. The possibilities are endless. And again, this isn't a normal kind of summer dish. This is a hearty fall dish normally, but on a day and a week like we're having where there's people coming and going and it's quite busy, this is one of those staples where we can grab it from the fridge and go, I know what's in it, it's all healthy. I can add some pea protein into this as well. I can add some of our veggie mix into this as well and hide any goodness that you need to add. It's awesome. If you need more information about all of those, I'm here. And I'm just quickly gonna grab Charlotte so you all can see baby Charlotte as another week old. She's officially 10 weeks old today. And she's a little bit cheeky. There she is, baby Shar Shar. And yes, she is absolutely bugging her brother, but so cute. So yes, come the fall, we're gonna be doing more sheet pan and hearty fall dishes that the whole family can have. And for us who have kids that go away to university, some easy meals that they too can be cooking themselves while they're away. And for those who have littles, you're still cooking 365 times in one day. So anyway, thank you for coming, and happy Wednesday. And it's a cheesy Wednesday for us, isn't it, Charlotte?
She is pretty cute, Annie.